Hello, Aries. This is going to be your general tarot reading for February 2021. I'm sorry this is coming out so late. I've had a lot of things come up for me. I'm juggling multiple pans, so sometimes it's hard to catch up with everything. I hope you can forgive me. You are in the position that normally Pisces is in. I decided to do the signs backwards this month because I had a feeling things were going to be a little delayed and I just didn't want Pisces to have to go through it all over again. So this reading is for you if you are an Aries rising, an Aries sun, an Aries moon, or an Aries Venus. This reading may or may not resonate for you. Certain parts might resonate strongly with you, other parts might not. It's kind of a jumble of messages for a lot of people, so don't try to make it fit if it doesn't. If it doesn't resonate for you, you may want to check out your other placements, like your moon or your ascendant or whatever. If you would like to skip through this part and just go straight to the beginning of the reading, there is a timestamp down below in the description box that you can click on. It will take you straight there where you don't have to sit through this part. And happy Valentine's Day if you celebrate it. Happy February. Hope you guys are doing well. And we'll just see what comes out for you for February 2021. The names of the decks that I'm using are also down below in case you're curious what I'm using, as well as my email in case you would like to have a private reading with me. Okay, here we go. 11 cards for Aries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh. Wow, Aries, what's going on with you? This is unexpected. I think this is the most complicated reading yet for February. Okay. Keep in mind that Mercury is retrograde for the majority of February, and so it seems like you're having to deal with a whole jumble of different things. But try not to act or sign any paperwork or try to get your car fixed or anything during this time. It might be a really good time for you to re-go over old things and finish them up. I don't know who this reading is for or how many of you are experiencing this, but this is kind of intense. So I will be picking clarifiers and possibly some remedies too. At least what's helping you is something really amazing. So let me pick a clarifier with that before I get started. Tell me more about the Ten of Swords, please. Okay. All right. So hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm trying to adjust the microphone where it's not too loud or too soft. All right, so your central experience for February is the Ten of Swords. It's not exactly the happiest thing to start off with. There are some, just to give you a heads up, there are some really nice things going on in this reading too, so don't become discouraged by the first card. And like I said, don't try to make it fit if it doesn't. It may not be for you. It could be though. So anyway, it looks like you are going through either some kind of a painful ending to a situation that is bringing up a lot for you that you need to transform from, or this is an old way of thinking, an old way of focusing on things, an old way of perceiving things is coming to an end, or you simply can't perceive things like that anymore. But you could be going through some kind of a painful ending, whether it's job related, relationship related. I'm almost getting just a general feeling of defeat, or like just finally having to accept that something is over. But this could also be something that manifested in a really weird way. You wanted to manifest something, or you wanted to create something, and something about how it manifested was not what you were expecting. Or it could be saying that perhaps you either unconsciously or consciously manifested some kind of an ending that you knew needed to happen. It's like you finally accepted it. Because with the Ten of Swords you have manifest. You might have, if this, like for instance, whether it's a job or a relationship or something else, you may have realized that you simply just couldn't do it anymore, or it just wasn't working anymore. And this is either you finally accepting the fact that an ending is over and done with, so now you are freed up to manifest new things, or you manifested this ending. It's like being in a relationship where you would rather be alone than be with them, or being in a job where you would rather get fired than continue to go there. It's almost like you unconsciously call upon yourself to be fired. Or it could just simply be that something you were hoping to continue ended up ending, and the ending was bad. It might have been worse than you thought it was going to be, or it manifested itself as a betrayal or a feeling of being backstabbed or something like that. Like I said, this reading isn't for everyone. And with those two, there is transformation. Obviously, this ending is causing a transformation to happen, or maybe you just had to accept that you have transformed and you have changed, and you couldn't continue to hang on to something that was no longer working for you, or was becoming too painful. It seems as though you are transforming, where you will not be drawing this to yourself in the future, or you will be learning necessary lessons from this, or it's causing you to change for the better. It's just you're in the thick of it right now. Yeah, you needed something to end in order to transform and manifest what you really wanted, or wanted to experience, or wanted to even be. It may be that an aspect of yourself is ending, your identity is changing, or you're learning new things, learning new ways of understanding things that will no longer attract situations like this. So or you're transforming where you can take pain and you can turn it into positive manifestation for the future. Okay, so your challenge is the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe you feel like things have slowed down or gotten to a standstill where you're just not seeing progress happen as quickly as you would like, or at its normal pace. Or it could be that you feel unlucky or unfortunate, or you feel like the fates have tricked you or given you a bad deal or a bad, what's the word? Bad deal of cards. So let me find out more about this. Why is the Wheel of Fortune their challenge? What is going on that makes them feel unlucky or like things aren't moving forward? Oh my gosh, somebody's calling my daughter on her phone. I don't know if you can hear it. Transience. Maybe you were hoping to hold on to something or keep on going with something, and now you're faced with feeling unlucky because you're having to things are in transit. You will no longer be able to be where you were before, so now you have to move forward. Or things were transient. They weren't as permanent as you thought they were going to be, or things just kind of blew through. You're waiting for the day when luck will stay with you. Let me see, anything else? You will receive signs. The fates are trying to help you, or the fates want to, or the fates are giving you signs. You do have to move on and transform and go on into the future and manifest what you truly want, but you're on the right track, I'm getting that you're on the right track. You're accepting this as a challenge. Manifest is in here and transformation is in here, which is leading me to believe that you want to transform. Or you want even though it's some parts of this maybe have sorrow or sadness in it or pain in it, you know that you are meant to move forward. And you're just it's a matter of accepting things, but things will not always be like this. Things are transient, so before you know it, you'll be healing from this, or you'll be seeing progress with what you're trying to manifest. What do the signs have to do with? Yeah. The more acceptance you feel over this transformation, the more luck you'll be drawing to yourself. So right now you're feeling unlucky, or things didn't turn out the way that you wanted them to, and so you're feeling possibly discouraged or like things aren't going anywhere. The reason why is because things turned out to be transient. You possibly thought that you would be able to continue with something, but it turns out it was only temporary. And this has caused you sadness. Notice this girl is crying. But it's a matter of time. Time heals wounds. The more you accept the fact that something is no longer able to be worked with, the easier it will get, and the more signs you will get, because you also got signs. The universe is looking out for you. It's just you may not be fully aware of it because you're going through so much right now, or you're going through this massive transformation. But the universe is calling out to you. So pay attention. You may also be feeling discouraged because you're not noticing any signs, or you're not getting any guidance from yourself or from your higher self. But I see these signs as coming in. And you got strength. You are a strong person. You can completely get through this, no problem. It's just a minor setback. And you will start to feel more and more this way every day that passes. And also the signs that you receive, or the omens that you receive, or the inner guidance from your own higher self that you receive will make you feel stronger and stronger and stronger. Okay. What is helping you is the Fool. So it seems like there's been a painful ending. Something that was turned out to be transient, or just passing through, or not able to stay. You thought possibly originally that this was it, that this was it, that this was what you wanted to manifest, or that you had manifested it, but you may have become disappointed. And you're in the middle of transforming and staying strong, even though parts of you feel like the fates dealt you a hard blow. But this ending happened so that you could actually move forward, because that path wasn't for you. I'm sorry, but it wasn't. That path wasn't. You actually know that it wasn't for you. It's just something about the way that it ended. It was really painful, and you might still be processing how it ended. You maybe didn't expect it to be that bad or that difficult. But it looks like what's helping you is to trust the universe and to go in a new direction and to take a leap of faith on something you feel guided to take a leap on, and to move forward into the unknown. And you do have spiritual backup with this, so you don't have to dwell on the thought that you are unlucky or that the fates aren't looking out for you. The fates may not be looking out for you, but your guardian angel definitely is. So work with what you've got. And what is helping you is to look at things with new eyes and with expectant hope and faith in what is to come. You are in a new experience now, and so there is no way of knowing exactly what will happen. Just know that it's the right thing for you to do. So let's see what you want to take a leap of faith on. Tell me more about the Fool. You will totally get through this transformation, and you will come out of it feeling inspired, or feeling like you're on the right track. Have patience. Maybe it's something about timing. Maybe you're frustrated on some level because something isn't manifesting as quickly as you thought it would, but there's something in here about timing. And if you're in the middle of transforming, you may not be in a state to be completely ready for this thing that's coming, or for your next journey, your new journey. Have trust in the universe, and also have patience. You are being led in the right direction. You are leading yourself in the right direction. You'll know what to do when the time comes. You're up for some kind of a new journey in your life that involves bravery, which you have no shortage of. But be patient, because there might be something about this that is time sensitive, or it has to do with timing. Okay, so I don't know, did someone backstab you or betray you, or something ended really badly? It seems like you didn't really get to have your say. You still feel upset about certain things, and you want to express how you feel. This is in your instincts, is the Knight of Swords. You might be feeling frustrated, like you didn't get to say what you wanted to say, or you weren't listened to, or someone was extremely abrasive with words, or yelled a lot, or there was possibly somebody who came at you verbally. You might still have a little bit of anger over this because you feel like you didn't even have a chance to defend yourself or be heard on how you think about all this, or someone was extremely hard to get along with. This is a Gemini energy, by the way. You definitely are more determined to speak your mind now. You might feel as though you didn't get to, and so you feel drawn to do that now. Or you did speak your mind and no one listened, or the person didn't listen. So let's find out more about it. Or you have a message coming to you very quickly. Somebody's coming to you with a message. All right, let me pick it from here. Tell me more about the Knight of Swords at the root of their reading. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. You may have stayed in this situation too long, in my opinion, actually. Yeah. Seems like you're dealing with someone that has been extremely mean. Okay, so with the Knight of Swords, which I already explained to you, there is persecution, casual cruelty. It could be you've just gotten out of some situation, whether it's a relationship, work, family, a group of friends. It could be any situation, really. It feels like something ended really badly. Possibly somebody lost control, or somebody turned out to be way more cruel than you thought that they could even be. Or there was some kind of a blowout. For somebody, this could have even been a physical altercation. Or somebody was thrown out. Something. Dealing with someone who has shown you sides to them that are extremely cruel, and you still have a lot of anger or resentment over this, or you feel like things weren't fair and you weren't treated fairly, or you were possibly even demonized in some kind of a situation and made out to be something that you're not. Sorry, you guys, this is what I got. So hopefully it's for some, or not so hopefully this is for someone. Then you have perseverance, hang on at the edge. You may have tried to hang on to the situation instead of just allowing it to go. Or someone could have possibly very well betrayed you, or done something that you didn't think that they would be that mean to do. And you have tried to persevere in the situation, but it looks like it was just not meant to work out. And you also have disquiet, sudden disturbance. I don't know why, but if this person shows back up and wants to keep on going with all of this, I would recommend that you slam the door in their face, or you let them know in no uncertain terms that it's over, because it seems like something about this is disturbing your peace still. Maybe just the fact that you didn't really get to have your say, or the other person maybe saying things about you to mutual friends or people that you know, and it's really aggravating because you feel like they're painting you in the wrong way, or they're even outright making up things, or being subtly manipulative. Okay, let me get a remedy for this. All that. if this didn't have to, well, yeah, I'm getting other people in here. So I don't know if it's, I'm hoping it's not a relationship. Could be something to do with work or some other a family situation. I have no idea. If this resonates, you know more than me. But something about this you feel is unresolved and it keeps on coming back in your mind to disturb you, that things went down like that. But let's see. Dare. Dare. That's your remedy. Interesting. Okay, let me pick one more. I almost hear someone saying, "How dare you?" Or how could you dare to do that? Okay, let's see. Yeah, you are no longer going to be putting up with BS. I'm getting a strong warrior energy from this. It's like something made you realize, wait a minute, why have I been trying to hang on to a situation that would treat me like that? And you're glad that it's over. You are fully moving on or in the middle of your major transformation, but this is part of your transformation here that you're doing this month. Is I'm getting something about that it is part of your personal legacy to be a daring person and to be fully yourself with no apologies. And you shouldn't have to apologize for anybody for being who you are. Because you are so vivid, and because you come from a strong sense of self, other people may have demonized this or been jealous of this quality that you have, or tried to make you conform or be a certain way, because how dare you be bold? How dare you be yourself? How dare you be that raw? And I see you in your root as being almost in a warrior stance, where you're saying, it's almost like you feed off of being demonized. I'm getting really strong Lilith energy with this. I don't know if any of you are familiar with astrology or can look up where Lilith is transiting through your chart right now with transits. You may, if you're familiar with what I'm talking about, you might want to check out where the 4 Liliths are in your chart right now, because I'm getting something about this coming up. Where you no longer will be made to feel bad for being yourself. And if other people don't understand it or demonize you for it, it's almost like you thrive off of it or you eat it up, and it actually helps you to be more yourself. It's so hard sometimes to put things into words, but that's similar to what I'm getting. You are transforming things from your lineage. Possibly, if you are a woman, it could be your matrilineal line. If you are a man, it could be your patrilineal line. But I see you coming into balance with your light and your shadow aspects and accepting both. It's very profound, actually, but there's something being jogged up in you that you need to get out somehow. You might need to get it out in a form of physical exercise, or you might need to get it out in a form of art or something creative. Otherwise, this could wear and tear on you. So, in the recent past, there is the Ace of Wands. It looks like you started something new recently, or you started taking action on something. So let's find out what it is. Tell me more about the Ace of Wands. What have they gotten started with, or wanted to go out after, or want to begin? Okay. The Chariot. Ooh, are you thinking of going on a trip? Thinking of going on a trip or going in a particular new direction? It seems as though you know where you're going, or you know where you want to go. Except possibly your travel plans were complicated or stopped or canceled, or something happened to your car. Or you thought that something was starting and going somewhere, but then it crashed. Or perhaps the direction that you're going in is completely different. It's like a what do they call it? Like a 180, or where you're going in the opposite direction all of a sudden than where you were going before. It's like a sudden shift in direction. You have the Ace of Wands with the Chariot and the Tower. Keep in mind this has already happened, so you don't have to worry about the Tower happening in the future. If it's car issues, it will eventually be solved. Don't push it right now while Mercury is retrograde. It's not exactly the best time. If you were planning on some kind of a trip or traveling to go someplace, it might be that your plans were canceled, but you can still go in the future. It's just something is happening. Something has been happening recently that shook up what direction you were going in. Okay, so this is odd. Your best possible outcome is the Five of Pentacles, which is not having enough or feeling left out. So let's find out more about that. Tell me more about the Five of Pentacles. Let me move this stuff over. Oh, nice. Okay, now I see. If I can pick them up, here we go. With the Five of Pentacles, you got Providence, Anonymous, Benefactors. And so if you find yourself this month in a tough spot, whether it's a tough spot with money, with feeling loved, with having what you need, with manifestation in general, it looks as though you have anonymous benefactors. So you will be gifted something, you will be given something, you will find something. Spirit will be looking out for you. You're not as unlucky as you think. Don't dwell on the thoughts of being unlucky, because actually I see forces directly coming into your life to help you. This looks like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs to me, but I suppose it could be different. Looks like a little girl outside sweeping, and she has little imp gnome type creatures that are looking out after her. Maybe she thinks that the house is empty when really it has people in it. Or maybe she's helping them. Maybe she noticed that their walkway needed to be swept, and she just decided to do it out of the kindness of her heart, or because she wanted to, and they're surprised that somebody would make an effort like that. So no matter what it is that you feel you lack, or that you're not being looked out after, or you don't have support, or that your things will fall apart, or you won't have what you need, it doesn't look like that's the case. Your best possible outcome is that you are blessed and you actually have unusual good luck coming through, possibly good deeds on the behalf of other people. There might be people thinking good thoughts about you and helping you without your knowledge, or that are wishing you the best, and it manifests in your life as good fortune. So you're not as unlucky as you think at all. You might have something unexpectedly work out that you didn't see coming. So, all right. So in the future, you have the Three of Swords. Gosh, you guys, this reading is over the top. Heartbreak, sadness, loss, grief. So let's see. Let me get more information on it. Tell me more about the Three of Swords in their future. Look at that. Okay, one more. Visioning. Illuminate. Okay. Well, if anything, I see you healing rather quickly. Actually, let me pick one from here. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. This is the first time that this particular card has come up in a reading yet. These new decks are, or I have some new decks that I'm working with that I really like, but they're new. Okay. Well, first let me show you this. Then I'll go into the rest. This seems very particular. All right, you have the Three of Swords with forbidden fruit. Forbidden fruit. Mind your own business. I never interpret things this way, but it is coming up. Could this be a love triangle, or this could be either you having your heart broken because you fell for someone who is with someone else and you are the forbidden fruit, or you are with someone and you were temporarily tempted or possibly even fell in love with somebody else and they were the forbidden fruit. And something about this situation obviously did not end well and caused a lot of heartbreak, which you are recovering from, and you also are transforming from, where you will no longer fall prey to a situation like that again. Something about this looks really complicated. Or somebody was caught in the act, or you caught someone red-handed. Someone may have tried to gaslight you and tell you that it wasn't happening when it was. Could be somebody just thought that the grass was greener on the other side, or left you for someone else or something. Forbidden fruit, mind your own business. It could be that you had something very personal and painful going on and other people interfered or meddled in your business when it wasn't their business, where they tried to figure out what was going on with you without your permission, something meddling. Anyway, you also have follow your heart. She's holding what looks like probably a red rose to her heart, or she's actually holding her heart on her heart chakra, but she is not happy. But this woman is following her heart, and there's multiple hearts, multiple magic flying around the air. So it could be that you heal your heart, you heal from this situation, and it doesn't stop you from being able to follow your heart in the future. You shouldn't allow this sadness or this grief or whatever this was that broke your heart to keep you from following your heart in the future. It's just things will be different. The same pattern will not repeat itself if you are transforming and strong. And what's helping you is to take risks. This could be old heartbreak from a while back. This Three of Swords might not even be current. It might just be coming up again because you're choosing to follow your heart. And so it awakens all. If you're choosing to follow your heart, then that means you're paying attention to your heart. If you're paying attention to your heart, if there's residual grief or anger or unresolved business in your heart, all of a sudden you are going to become aware of it. But that doesn't mean that you can't heal it or transform from it and move on and follow your heart once again. With these is visioning. So do the good work of visioning what you want and how you want to see yourself following your heart, or to follow your heart towards your visions and what you envision for yourself. I see a lot of beauty and magic in this. I see a lot of optimism. I feel like you're on the right track and you are recovering nicely and choosing to follow your visions or to create your visions and to dare to do so. To dare to follow your heart and your visions, regardless and in spite of old pains from forbidden fruits, and mind your own business. But you seem very illuminated, actually, in the future. It looks like things are starting to happen. You're definitely in the middle of transforming, and you can see things much more clearly than before. You can see your potentials and your possibilities and the ability to recover and to follow your heart and be illuminated in the future with inspiration and positivity. So right now there are possible secrets or holding on to things to yourself without opening up, or this could be somebody is lying, or you find out that someone's been lying. Something about this energy is tricky and sneaky, so let's find out what this has to do with exactly. Sorry, just to interrupt randomly, I was looking at your best possible outcome, and if you are looking for a home or you're looking to buy a home or move to a new home, it looks like it comes to you through anonymous benefactors or through sheer luck and you are able to manifest what you really wish as far as a home goes. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Okay, so tell me more about the Seven of Swords. The hidden transpiring beneath the surface. Yeah, pretty obvious. Okay, give me more information about what's hidden. First light at the breaking of the storm. Reserve, complete unto oneself. All right, I'm just kind of getting a basic message from this. Uh-oh, my headset is falling over. Sorry, hang on. All right, hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm trying to adjust this thing where it's going to stay on my head. All right, so what I'm seeing here is pretty similar to what's already been said, but it does say perhaps somebody was hiding something from you, or you were in a situation where there were things going on that you didn't know about that you found out about, and was pretty disappointing. You know, here's the man stealing the swords and running away, hoping no one sees him. Here, there's a whole small, there's little tiny people living underneath the ground, underneath this tree. But it almost seems as though this little girl here with the hat on has fairy sight and is actually able to see them there or sense them there. It might be that you sensed something, but you didn't really have proof until you saw it for what it was. This could be a lot of things. This doesn't have to be relationships. But it looks like you caught them, or you saw what was happening. You found out what was hidden, and you may have possibly gone through some kind of a storm or a hardcore emotional period with it, or even fighting for that matter. But it looks as though you are feeling better and things are improving, because this is first light at the breaking of the storm. So you see hope. You see hope. You're starting to recover to the point where it's no longer bothering you anymore, or it's not bothering you as much. And now instead you're focusing more on what you want to manifest for yourself. And also it has brought you back to the values that you deserve to be treated with respect. In this picture, there is a woman with her hand being kissed. She's being appreciated, or she's being acknowledged, or she's accepting the fact that she is special and deserves to have her hand kissed. But down here it says reserve, complete unto oneself. So you are back to being fully yourself. You are complete unto yourself. You don't necessarily need anyone around to make you feel special. You know you're special. You are back to yourself again. You are no longer in a storm. You feel pretty confident and comfortable in your own skin at this point. So it looks like the worst of it is over and you're starting to recover and come back to yourself. But it's also made you a little bit more reserved now too, where you're going to be more careful in the future about what kind of situations you get yourself involved in, where you won't just jump headlong into something, even though you are a very daring person and you have the strength in you to follow your heart. You're still going to be a little bit reserved and really get to know what you're getting involved in first. So in your surroundings, you have the Nine of Cups, so you have some kind of a wish fulfilled or a wish granted concerning your surroundings. Could it be that your best possible outcome is that you weren't sure if you could afford something, a home maybe, and then something works out and your wishes are granted and you're able to find a good home for yourself, or to buy a new home, or to find your spot where you feel at ease, like you can fully express yourself. But let's see. What are you so happy about in your surroundings? Ooh, do you have a new relationship coming in, or somebody's coming to see you, or you're going to go see someone else? Whoops. It looks like she is ready to cuddle, or she's ready to embrace, or she's ready to show affection. And look, there's somebody on their way in a hot air balloon, possibly to come see her. Or you realize even though certain situations do not work out, that doesn't mean that there aren't even better things coming up. You might have stirred up new feelings for someone, or there might be somebody coming into your life that you will have a much stronger connection with than the past situation. This could be saying that you are, just to remind yourself that you are loved in your surroundings. A lot of people love you and are willing to go out of their way to help you if you need it, or to give you gifts or appreciation. You feel loved here. It looks like you feel loved and appreciated, and you want to share that love. Or a wish is granted and you're extremely grateful that a wish is granted. You look extremely happy here and content. So, your fear is possibly of remaining stuck in a situation, or to go back to a bad situation, or to attract the same sort of situation to yourself in the future. But I see this more as being a fear than anything else, but let me get more on it. Fabulism, power of imagination. Don't make it out to be worse than it is, or don't let your fears get the better of you, because you could drive yourself crazy with it. Whatever you're imagining as the worst possible scenario to something is not anything like what your imagination makes it out to be. So try not to freak yourself out. Or something may seem bigger and more dangerous than it actually really is, so I wouldn't worry about it. If you're worried about having to deal with drama, or have to get a restraining order against somebody, or that somebody is going to come after you, or something weird like that, don't worry about it. It seems like it's mainly your fears blowing it up out of proportion. I don't see you having this actually happen. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you got the devil with fabulism. Fabulism, the power of imagination. So don't get caught up with going down weird scenarios in your head of imagining the worst possible thing. Don't even go there. Try to stay away from that, as well as any feelings of being trapped in a negative situation. It could also be that perhaps you're worried about people demonizing you or making you out to be something that you're not, but I'm not really getting that. Um, yeah, follow your intuition. Know the difference between your intuition and fears. And just follow your instincts, follow your intuition. You're on the right track, you're going in the right direction. And your general outcome is the Four of Swords, so don't forget to practice self-care, to take naps, to take care of your body, to eat well, to get enough sleep, to rest when you need to find inner peace or peace of mind. Let me get one more with that. Connectedness embraced by the natural world. You might need to get outside more, be in nature more, or go someplace really beautiful. That will help you to tune in and find peace of mind. There may also be There may also be a connection with someone in here too, where for now the connection is resting, where there isn't really much going on in the outer world, but there's something growing underneath the surface that has something to do with connections. But it's important for you to rest, relax, and surround yourself with nature and beauty. Okay? All right. I'm going to pick a quick, frou-frou, lighthearted message for you to end the reading with. And then we'll be done here. And I'm going to start coming out with the dailies again tomorrow. I don't know if I said it already, but in the middle of the month around Valentine's Day, I'm going to be coming out with some check-in readings or mid-monthly check-in readings for all the 12 signs. They'll be little itty-bitty readings. They won't be very long at all. And if you haven't checked out the dailies, you may want to. If not, I'll see you next month. And thank you for hanging in there with me. I appreciate you. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your interest. And I wish all the best for you. Thanks for putting up with my tardiness. All right. Oh, 2 came out. Wow. Love makes the difference. Love can help heal past hurts and provides a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. Love makes the difference. And listen with your heart. You are listening to what is being said to you, but you need to listen with a loving heart. Okay. Wish you guys all the best. Take care, and I'll see you soon.